Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are making two custom Patreon spreads for my Patreon members who are part of the tier where they get custom spreads. So this first spread is for Nikki, who requested all pink in all caps. So we are doing an all pink spread. I feel like we just gotta get rid of these. This is the Live Love Posh Functionally Chic Pink Blooms. This is quite an old sticker book. But I feel like if I'm gonna do all pink, this is the sticker book to do. I don't have a ton of the florals left in here. I know there's a tiny little bit of green. I think it's okay if we do a little bit of green in here, but I have to decide whether I want to do a sidebar or not, because I was thinking maybe like we put this up here and just kind of like go bold with the all pink. I like the direction of one color in the spread because I feel like I don't have to worry about like color combinations as much. So we're just gonna cover that up and then put this down. Then I thought we would take the other one, if I can get it off the page. And this one we're gonna put right up here, or do I want to put it at the bottom? Oops. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, we're good. I feel like that was, oh my gosh. Two hands, Elise. I feel like that was telling me it needs to go at the bottom. So that's what we're gonna do, but we have to cover up these lines in order to make it fit. Or not make it fit, but so that they're not visible through it. It's funny because like I cover up these types of lines when I'm putting a clear sticker down, but I didn't cover up the grid over there. I don't know. I think that would be a lot of work. Part of me says I wouldn't mind like a blank sidebar, but also a grid is helpful when you're trying to write things down. So we're gonna go here, and I don't want this to go fully over, so I'm just gonna grab a knife and slice through this. Okay, let's put that cap back on because that is a very sharp knife. Now, let's see what's next. She wants this to be left undated, so we aren't gonna put dates on, but I do wanna do a little bit of like decorative dating. So we have this pink, which I don't know if it really goes. Oh, this might be better. I feel like, oh, this kind of matches this one, so I think we'll be good there. But let's grab some washi just to add a little bit of extra fun pink to this. Of course, I can't seem to grab the washi that I want here, but I thought that this like peach one would be really pretty with this. So what I want to do, and while we're doing all pink here, we're just kind of doing all the shades of pink. I didn't lift this enough. Okay, there we go. Let's trim that little bit so that it's not wrinkled. And then we're gonna put this down here. So that once I put the day of the week stickers on, you'll see the washi in between them. Maybe above them. I'd have to double check the height, but I feel like this would be a cool look. Okay, now we need days of the week. So we're gonna take Monday. I'm trying to like vertically center this so you see a little bit of the washi. I'm also remembering that this probably wasn't the best, but yeah, these are pretty well sized, so you're barely seeing the washi here. I wonder if I should put the washi higher. I think maybe we do that. The good thing, whoops, about washi is that it's usually easy to pull up except for the curling that happens, but we can fix it, or there's plenty more washi. That's one of the things that I'm not usually worried about running out of, because there's so much. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it so that it's kind of right there, and then let's test that before I lift up the other stickers. Yeah, that's much better. I like it. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, one of the reasons that I wanted to put, or I was debating on putting the flowers up at the top, was because I wanted to put a double box somewhere on this side, but it's not going to be able to happen down at the bottom. I usually like putting it at the bottom, but maybe we'll try something different and put it more towards the top. Okay. Just trying to get this down straight. There we go. I think that's pretty with, it's just like a little bit of a layer. I like that look. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I had already pulled off. Okay. Very cute. Now, let's cut off this little leaf here that's at the top, because I don't need that. And let's look at, oops, some of the functional stickers that are in here. There's probably not a ton left. This may be a situation where I want to bring in Mojo Jojo boxes. Oh my goodness. I do know that Nikki likes checklists on every other day. She doesn't need them on every day. So I want to bring in this pink checklist because it's the same pink as the days of the week. So even if I'm bringing in other shades of pink from Mojo Jojo plans, which is probably what I'm going to do, then at least we have that consistency. I also have Rainbow Quotes Volume 2 by Kell of a Plan, because I know that there are pink quotes in here. Let's see. I like this quote for a Monday. Hustle and heart will set you apart, especially as Nikki is trying to grow her YouTube channel and her social media accounts. So I think that that's a good reminder for the week. Hopefully it fits. Maybe we'll shift it over a little bit to the left. And then let's take my white pen and just put this down where it's going to go over. A little bit more here. Okay, there we go. Hustle and heart will set you apart. I like that. Now we need boxes. As I was saying boxes, you may have noticed that I said it like a little bit hesitantly because all of a sudden I had this thought of, what about hexagons? What if we go a little bit different here with hexagons? When I see Nikki's spreads that she shares on social media, she definitely goes outside of the box. And so I think that it would be fun to do things that are a little bit different. I mean, not that hexagons are like crazy unique in any way, but they are a little bit different than my typical normal, you know, box checklist. So I think that these could work nicely here, especially because there doesn't need to be checklists on every day. Sometimes when I use hexagons, the challenge I face is finding space for everything that I still want to use. And I don't have to do that here. But we're still covering up the lines, because you know me. Okay, I think that that's really cute. And what I can do is another checklist over here. Now we do have kind of like a gap here. So my choices are bring in another set right here, and we're just gonna have to trim it. I think that's what we're gonna do. And then maybe put some layered florals over here. So for this, because I want it to be like really precise, I'm gonna first cover up, then we're going to put this down where I want it, fold this just about where it needs to go, then grab that knife again. And just kind of use that fold. Whoops, we're going higher. We're gonna put a guide in here because I don't trust myself. And just kind of use that fold. There we go. I did it. I am capable of not making crazy mistakes. It's not easy, but I am capable. Okay, let's jump back to these florals because we have some more space to fill in. Oh, the spread is coming out really, really pretty. Okay, now I want to put this right here, but we have to remove some of the sticky from it in order to do this the way that I want to. So first, let's cover up this line. And then make sure this is not going to rip. And we're going to put this right here. Now, I'm not going to press down too hard, but I am going to put a little bit more pressure right around where I'm cutting. And because this is a clear sticker, I can see the line here, and I don't need to use that guide. And the goal here is that at the end of this, it'll look like these floral stickers are layered underneath. You could also lift the hexagon stickers and layer them, but then you can prevent, then you risk like ripping, and you'd probably see a little bit of this through the hexagons. So then we're just gonna lift those extra parts, and look at that. I think that looks really pretty. Now, because we have some of that shape already cut out, we can add that one in there and this one in here because that's the shape we've done. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so to be honest, I had to start work. So I am now a few hours later and it is my lunch break, and I really like how this is coming out. I think it's really cute. What I have to figure out is how I want to continue this hexagon because we kind of went up, we didn't go over. So I'm thinking that I may want to put it like here, which is about where it would be if we were continuing it that way. So let's get this to be maybe a little bit straighter. I think I have to go up because I won't be able to put a checklist sticker here, which is where I'd like to put it, if I don't shift this up a little bit. So let's grab my pen. I've had this sitting on my desk for the last few hours and like I've glanced over at it a little bit here and there. I'm like, oh, this is coming out so cute. I'm glad that I did something a little bit different with the hexagons. And then we're gonna grab this pink one and put this here. And actually, I think that because of the line going across, we don't have to cover this line. We just want to cover here a bit. Okay, now, actually, I was going to put the stencil, the checklist here. I think we can put it here and it's fine. And then we can do like a couple of bullets here and here. So we want to go up now for the hexagon. Let's see if maybe we do a non-lined one. And this one is going to go right over here. I think it's okay if, like, even though every day doesn't have a stencil, it's maybe not every, or a checklist. It's not like exactly every other day, but there's just a few for the week. I feel like that's fair, right? So we'll put one over here. And then maybe we just put one more because then we have 4. I don't know that I need a couple anywhere else. So we'll put this one down. Okay, cute. Now we need some florals. I also wanted to look for an additional quote. So I was thinking that a quote could go down here if it's long enough, or it could go up here, but what the quote is going to be will kind of determine that. So I'm going to go through these and look for a wider quote first, or a quote that I could cut to make wider. Like, I like this width, but that's not the right color. So we're going to find one. Some of these pages fell out. It happens. And we're trying to do all pink here. These pages really came out of this book. That doesn't normally happen. I like this one, but before I settle, like, not settle, but before I make up my mind completely, I'm going to grab Kelva Plan's original rainbow quotes, which is set up a little bit differently, where there should be a page of just pink. I've used a lot of it though. I want it to be the same pink, so I think we're going to go for this one. Decide that you want it more than you're afraid of it. I like that. It's a good motivational quote. I hope we have the right size. I think it might be too tall. Oh, it's too tall. Bummer. Okay, we'll find one that's a better height. Let me try to... I'm looking at this font so that it looks good with it. Self-care is not a luxury, it is a priority. That should be the right height, and I think it's good because I know that Nikki focuses a lot on self-care. Oops. Let's double check. It's just there, but it's good. White pen. Very cute. Okay, now, I just realized something. Elise. So what I realized was that I was going to put the flowers down here, but we already have flowers right over here. So what I'd really like is to put this quote here instead, so that we put the flowers up there. That I think will look better. So we're going to do this. Cover that up. Okay, then let's jump back to the flowers. And let's take this larger one. If you don't want to put it on like your hand to remove some of the sticky, like I am here, you can also put it on wax paper. That should help as well. But I just want to make sure that nothing's going to get like ripped here. So we're going to put that down. And again, I'm going to press harder where it's staying. That's going to go over a little bit. We'll see if I like it or not. In the meantime, we'll trim here. Just kind of trim through it. Sorry, I'm not talking during this part. I'm very concentrated on getting the proper cut marks. Oops. Okay. Now that I've kind of traced that, lift here. Oops, I ripped it a little bit there. Okay, I'll have to come up with a solution for that. This is why you want to remove some of the stickiness, because you don't want to pull off part of the sticker. But I do have a thought about fixing it. So, do I need these? Hold on, I need my hands free while we figure this out before I fix that part. I mean, this, I feel like it got a little bit jagged. Okay, that's pretty right there. It's a good way to use sticker scraps, especially when you've cut them in a shape like this, because then you know they'll fit. And then this one should fit right there, but it's gonna hit our checklist. So what I'm gonna do is make it a little bit shorter, a lot shorter. I know there's green on this spread. I think I said this morning or at the first part of this video, I don't think that green counts when it's like an all pink spread because we're doing floral. Okay, let's talk about fixing that little error. So I'm gonna take, it's a little bit too thin. I'm gonna take another shape from that same colorway. You could also, actually, this is a better trick. Ignore that. Well, there's a couple of options here. What I'm gonna do is take this shape. No, what you could do is take the shape. What I'm going to do is cut out a part of this like overprint here. I just need to separate it from the page a little bit. I'm actually just gonna rip it. That didn't work because the sticker didn't pull off. Come on. Nope, that's not working. That's weird. Okay, let's try it this way. Oh, there we go. All right, and now we're just gonna do a tiny bit of sticker surgery. I'm gonna cut this off. We're gonna pull out, we really only need a tiny, tiny bit here. And then, come on. This right down. There we go. I mean, you can tell a teeny tiny bit when you're looking at it, like right there, but I think it's a pretty good fix. I like those types of tricks where it's a really good fix. Now, I'm kind of feeling like this space is a little bit empty now that I didn't end up putting a quote there. So I'm thinking maybe we put a strip of washi there. I feel like that's a pretty use for that spot. Just need my washi card. Okay. Now I'm going to leave this bottom part of the sidebar blank to write a little note to Nikki. Some of my Patreon members who I make these spreads for request that I like sign the spread or leave them a note. Others don't. Nikki is one who does. So I'm going to leave a little note there. I am realizing this washi went down crooked, so we're going to have to fix that because don't want it to be crooked. That's better on that side. Oh, I think we just need to do a new piece. It happens. Okay. Sometimes with washi, if you don't line it up like perfectly right here, you're immediately starting with like a crooked line, like I seem to be doing here. Oh my goodness, Elise. Do better. Can't seem to get this down straight. Okay, there we go. We got it. Perfect. Okay. I like how this came out. It's really, really cute. Okay, now this next spread is a fun challenge, sort of. I'm saying sort of challenge, not sort of fun. This is for TeCara, who is a longtime Patreon member, but a new custom spread member. And what makes it the challenge part is, well, first of all, it's always a little bit of a challenge when I'm making a spread for someone I've never made one before and I don't really know their style. However, TeCara said, do anything. She's like, I use all layouts, I use all, you know, types of stickers, do anything. And I thought that would be really fun. So I was going back and forth in my sticker books, and then I came across Retro Holidays by Live Love Posh, which I used for my October currently, and I love this sticker book, and I saw these stickers, and I just thought that they were really different, and they're really fun. They have a cool retro vibe, and it would be fun to use. So I'm gonna start in the sidebar, although is this supposed to be this way? Probably, right? It's a rainbow. Okay. I feel like that immediately changes my, not options, but like how I was going to set this up. So let's see. Put that there. You know I need my white pen. We're gonna put this here so that you don't see that through. Okay, that's really pretty. And then I feel like the bus could either be a lot or a little right here. Maybe we pause on the bus. I wanted to bring in the fall letters here on the sidebar as well, but I think that we first have to add a little bit of fun. So I'm gonna kind of place these first. We've got a leaf, let's do a flower. And then maybe we'll do this like yellow leaf here, and sort of adjusting like how I'm orienting them. And then let's do this one here. And then we can take fall. I kind of want to bring in, whoops, this lavender washi, which is a really nice match for the lavender. Whoops, oh my goodness. Please. It's a really nice match for this lavender, but I'm thinking to kind of like put it here as almost a separator, and then we put fall like this. Now what I'm realizing is because of where I put some of these, you're gonna end up with a letter next to the same, like that was orange sort of next to orange when I put the letters down. So I'm just gonna kind of switch those around. So if I move this up higher, we're good like that. That's cute. I don't even know if I need this leaf down here or not, so I'm gonna pause on it. And then let's trim this washi kind of where the word fall ends, but having about equal space above and below it. Okay, that's a cute little start. And we'll trim this off. Save this one because this could be used somewhere else. Typically I put stickers on the side of my desk as I'm trimming them. Okay, now we definitely need some kind of quote in here, but I'm concerned about putting a quote over here because then it's really close to the fall letters. Something got on the page. I don't know if it was like residue from something. I'll fix it. So maybe I want to do thankful, grateful, blessed, like right over here. I think that would be cute with that rainbow right there. And then just cover this up. Then what's next? We have to find colors of boxes. So I think that if I look at functional boxes by Mojo Jojo Plans, we have probably a good match with orange. Not a great match with orange, actually. Let's see. The purple's a good match, but orange, I might have a problem with. I think that if I look at the pastel version, I may have better luck. So series 4, I think, are the square boxes. I think I like square boxes the best and a classic size planner. This isn't really a good, not really finding the right colors there. What about orange boxes and more? This one's better, right? I think that's a better match. This one is too bright. I think this one is good. So we have plenty of them. So let's grab an orange to start with, and we'll layer something with it. So I want to put this over here. I want to get it down straight is key. I know it's a square, but I think that these are a tiny bit off because it fits better this way than the other way. I can see that like this part is a little bit thicker. And let's combine it with something. Maybe this little flower. I love cutting stickers in half, especially a floral sticker like that, because you can get double the use out of it because we can put this somewhere else too. And then we're going to do something down here with a checklist, or bullet points. I'm not sure yet, but I have to decide because we need to be able to choose what color we're going to do. So I really like this darker green. I'm not going to be able to match that in any sticker book or pen. I already pretty much know that. So I don't think I'll be able to match this color either. That's one of the things that I struggle with. So I'm thinking if I put purple over here, here's where it's hard with two colors. If I put purple checklist down here, which I know I do have, then I have to decide if I'm like continuing with this color box throughout and purple checklists. That may be the way to do it. If I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find a third color to work with. So I think this is probably the best one. Typically when I'm doing someone's spread for the first time as a custom spread, aside from the theme, which usually they choose, I kind of just go with like my regular style of planning and then give it like wait for feedback to see whether or not that worked for them or they preferred something different. So I think that what we can do here is actually include a couple of different boxes because I don't think there has to be this rule. I feel like sometimes I get a little stuck on like colors, but if I do two boxes here, like what if we lift up this part? Make this box part of that quote. And then we put this here. Because then I'm wondering, can I get away with the orange? I don't think so because it's right next to that. So we'll go back to the purple checklist here. Okay, and then maybe this is too big for that spot, but I was thinking like maybe there's something tiny over here that I can add into this so that it's not so much purple right there because it does feel like a lot. So let's see what my choices are. I don't want to cover up too much of the box, and that's what's hard when you use a small box is you kind of run into that. I also want to be mindful of what comes out here because this is where we're going to do the next checklist. So I feel like we could take this star and we have that pink. I also still have the rest of this sticker, but that's not really going to work there. So if we take this star, I don't know. I don't know that it really adds anything. I don't know that it's necessary. We're going to hold off on it. In the meantime, let's go back to my checklist. And what I'm realizing is that because this sticker goes up a little bit, we're gonna lose a little bit of the checklist functionality. So what I'm gonna try to do is trim this sticker a little. I don't wanna lose too much of it. But I think if we lift up the rainbow a little bit, I ripped the rainbow a little bit. It's okay. You can't tell once it's back down. And then put this here. Then we don't really lose it. We just kind of lose a little bit of the bottom. But there's still plenty. Okay, I like how that looks. Let's go back to our orange boxes here. And let's bring this one right there. And then I want to take that other flower, maybe put this here. No, it's not going to work there. It's not enough space. This one can go here, but we have to cut a little more of it, which I hate to do because I don't want to remove that like yellow part. But I think we're probably going to change something with the days of the week up at the top. Add a little bit of fun there. Okay, now I really want to bring in this sticker. So I'm going to start with that, but I'm also going to do a sidebar, not a sidebar, a double box. I love a double box on a Saturday and Sunday. I feel like, oops, it's a really good way to kind of reflect on the weekend. So we're going to put this down. With the lined double box stickers, the top part always has a little bit more space than the bottom. That's how you can tell the top or the bottom of the sticker. And then I thought it would be fun to just put this right over here. Let's cut the bottom a tiny bit so that it sits like flush on that box. There we go. It's cute. I wanted this sticker in there and I made it happen. I got the sticker in. All right, now we have opened ourselves up to a little bit more space. So what I'm gonna do is kind of switch things around a little bit and put a checklist here. And this will sort of be mapping out the rest of the spread for me. Once I get to the right side, I'm like, okay, this puzzle is starting to come together a little bit more. We're going to put this here. And then let's put this one right at the top. Sunday will not be getting a checklist. It's okay. Day of rest. Now, let's look for something fun. I don't want to put a box here because I already have one here. So I'd like to take this little bouquet set and we're just going to put it right here. It's going to go over this a tiny bit. And then we're going to do, I like the fall vibes on here. So I'm actually just going to cut it off of that flower. I do love when there's like a combination like that, but I also love being able to separate them and add them in where I want to. So we're going to put fall vibes right here. Now I know we can do boxes here. So let's do the same like double box situation that I did on Tuesday. Oftentimes Tuesday and Thursday in the planner spreads I make will have some like coordinating sections. And then we need a smaller purple box. It's fine because we're finished with the checklists, I think. Okay, cute. Now an orange box here. Trying to line this up about the same spot it is there. And then one more orange square. And then we get the other parts of the flowers. So this one that I pulled off from Monday, and then, oh, I used that one from over here. Okay, so let's find another. This one will be big. We'll have to cut it, but this will be good. We just have to cut a lot of it. About there. That's good. Now, what I realized is there are no pumpkins in this spread. If we're doing a fall themed spread, I feel like we need something pumpkin. So let's see. I really like these. And I also like this Take Me to the Pumpkin Patch. So I'm going to go kind of outside the box a little bit here. And kind of put this down. I don't want to cover up too much. There we go. We're going to fix it. Don't worry if you're like, you can't see the day of the week. We are going to fix that. And then I just need my punch here. Whoops. To punch through. Okay. I like that. I never used this. I don't know if we really need to use it anywhere. I may just put that back in the sticker book. And now let's look at days of the week. I think I want to use paper days of the week versus clear, because I feel like when I use clear, you can see a little bit through it. So I need to find the right ones. Let's see. I have Date It by Mojo Jojo Plans. I feel like there's a version of this sticker book that is all paper, but I'm looking and I don't know that I see it. So it's got to be here, because like where else could it be, right? Well, I have Rainbow Date It. Let's look at that. I feel like I've probably used a lot of the purples. Oh no, we've got them. Okay, so let's go through and cover these up. I think it's cleaner to use the pen to cover up than correction tape. Especially if we're kind of shifting where these are going to go because of Thursday. I'm a little worried actually that Thursday, well, first of all, I am short a Thursday sticker, so I can't use those. I'm a little worried it's going to be loud because of that. I kind of wanted like a colored background. Let's first test this and see how it goes. One thing I could do is bring in washi for this. Like this orange one. No, it's too bright. Pull out my washi drawer. That's too bright. I feel like those were maybe the same color. Is this one nice? Because we have kind of like dual tones here. Sort of, not really dual tones. That's a good color. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go a little bit higher in anticipation, whoops, of Thursday. So I'm gonna try to get the washi to be almost like at the bottom of where the originals were. I need the sticker book again. All right, let's do Monday. And just kind of go higher with it because of, again, what I did on Thursday. I didn't really think about that when I was doing it. Tuesday. Wednesday. Oh, this is really cute. I think that this adds a fun touch. It actually feels retro with the stripe, but almost like a different decade of retro. But I like it. And then we've got to cover these up. That's why I wanted to use white pen, because I just felt like it would look cleaner. Friday. Okay, Just making sure I'm getting like the darkest parts of this so that you don't really see through with the washi. All right, that should be good. And then let's continue with Thursday. I still think it's a little bit busy with that quote. Friday, and that's down crooked too. We're gonna fix this. I know that there's some mistakes in here. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, let's pull the washi off and see what my choices are to resolve Thursday. I have an idea. We're gonna pull this sticker off. I ripped it a little bit, so I have to fix that. But I'm gonna shift this over and down. Nope, I need to go over a little bit more. This is just a way to reuse this sticker and not pull out the other one from the book, because I feel like I shouldn't need to scrap it just because I'm moving it. Then we're gonna take me to the pumpkin patch. Ugh, these stickers are not happy with me today. I do have undo adhesive remover, which works really, really well for removing stickers. I don't like using it, so I do have it, if you're wondering why I don't use it. And then lift this up a bit. I don't know why I didn't cover up Thursday when I was putting this down. Oh, because part of it was hidden under that sticker. There we go. See, sometimes I can answer my own questions. Okay, now let's trim this edge again and flip it over and punch twice. Okay, that sticker took like a little bit of a beating, but it survived. We're a little wrinkled. By the time this gets delivered, it won't be, because it'll be sitting flat. All right, I really like this spread. Now for the bottom left side, I don't know. I feel like we should probably put pumpkins in, because we only have pumpkins on the right and not on the left. So I think we'll do this big pumpkin right there. And then I really like this "Let's Bloom Together" sticker. So we're gonna cover up the note and put this like that, kind of on the side, so that it's not really like perfectly on top of it. And I think we're good. Let's see. I think we're good. I'm gonna leave it undated so that she can use it whenever she would like to, and is not tied into a specific date or like issues that sometimes happen with shipping. So that is TeCara's spread. We also have Nikki's spread, and I think that these are both fun. They're both definitely like my style, but a little bit different. So I'll link everything that I used in the description of the video, as long as it's still in stock. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching and for your support, and I'll see you next time.